Okay, somebody is closing the mic.
We are live.
Okay, we are live now. Joseph, we are live now. Go.
Okay, நீங்க பேசுறது கேக்குது ராகுல். நீங்க பேசுறது கேக்குது. நான் என்ன பண்றேன், கரெக்ட்டா நேரத்துல உங்களுக்கு ஃபோன் பண்றேன். அந்த நேரத்துல இதே மாதிரி பேசணும், ஓகேங்களா? ஒரு இன்னொரு கேமரா.
Velanganni, can you
கூப்பிட்ட உடனே இதே மாதிரி பேசுங்க, போன்லயே பேசலாம். ஆடியோ மட்டும் பேசலாம்.
நீங்க ஆரம்பிக்கலாம்.
Okay, we can go ahead and start the programs.
Velanganni, ஆரம்பிக்கலாம் என்று வந்து கேளுங்க. அதுதான் வழி வச்சிருக்கோம். Okay, good.
Joseph.
சொல்லுங்க.
Can you please have them off the camera?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, tell them to be off the camera and let's start the program.
Yes. Velanganni, we can start. ஐயா மைக்ல பேசுங்க. அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க.
Hello, check.
Yeah, கூப்பிடு வரணும். இல்ல you call people actually.
Hello, Sakti.
Okay, I shared the link.
Okay, very good.
நான் சொன்னேன் நீங்க இருக்கீங்க சரி ஓப்பு இருக்கு.
John, let me give them.
இது அதான் பண்ணிருந்தேன். ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போறீங்க. அதான் நான் தலைவி. ஓகே. Wait. YouTube stream is going on. It's down. And Edward, and
Yes, YouTube link live, I see, and it's been already published.
That's what you wanted. Yep.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome for this wonderful celebration. Let us all get up for the prayer song, and after the prayer song, please keep standing for the Tamil Toy party.
சிவராமா என்னை மாற்றி பதரான என்னிலை உயரச் செய்தாய். பதரான என்னிலை உயரச் செய்தாய். உலகை சூழிலே உடனிருந்தான் பேர்களை போல் வாழ்வழித்தாய் அருப்பணி செய்த வருகின்றாய் இறைவா அருப்பணி செய்த வருகின்றாய் அல்லகனீக்கி அரவணைத்தார் அடிமயன் மாண்பிலை உயரச் செய்து அரியணை வென்றிட உயிர் புரிந்தார் போற்றுட சீராரும் மதன திகழ் மலர மதிச்சிறந்த தாவிட இது நாடும் சிறு பிறகுடன் தரித்தனரும் இனகமுமே இறங்க வாசனை போல் அமைத்துலகும் எத்திசையும் புகழ் மலர்க்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை கிளம்பியந்து செயல்மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Good morning, good evening to all of you who have joined us in person at this auditorium and those who have joined us virtually from our homeland, especially from our home. On behalf of the St. Joseph's Alumni Association USA Chapter President, Mr. Raj, the Executive Board, Board of Advisors, and all the local Josephites who have made wonderful arrangements to welcome all of us. It is our honor to welcome all of you to this great Sangamam 2024. On behalf of the board, I personally welcome our rector, Father Paul Michael, who has joined us virtually from St. Joseph's College, and our current principal and alumni director, Reverend Father Maria Das, who has joined us virtually, and our former principal and alumni director, Dr. Arigasamy Xavier, who is on our stage in front of all of you, and the Parent Association President, Dr. Panne Karthikeyan, who has joined us virtually, and the former President of the Parent Association, Professor Raj, and all of you to this great occasion one more time. Let's all have a fun-filled day today, celebrating our college days once again in the land of opportunities, the great United States of America. Thank you.
Dear friends, the next important thing is the felicitation of the guests. Obviously, this is the moment when we felicitate all our chief guests who are present with us. And as per tradition, we also facilitate and felicitate the senior Josephites who are present here today. So first of all, it's my pleasure and privilege to honor our chief guest who is present here, our former principal and our former alumni director, Reverend Father Aurikesami Xavier. As per tradition, we would like to welcome him with a nice punare first. And besides that, Father, we also have a beautiful memento of plaque prepared for you, and it is right there. But before we present, we would like to read the card. We have a beautiful memento and a plaque presented to our former principal and our alumni director. Awarded with gratitude to Reverend Dr. M. Arik Xavier S.J. in appreciation of his outstanding service to our college as the principal and the Alumni Association as the former alumni director of SJC Trichy, India. Presented by General Body, Board of Directors, and Board of Advisors of SJCTA USCC. August 3rd, 2024, Philadelphia, PA. First of all, on our behalf, we would like to present this memento to the former principal, Reverend Father Xavier, and we actually have one of the senior Josephites. So I kindly request Mr. John, who is sitting right here, to come up to the stage. He's probably the senior most person here. There's supposed to be Mr. Okay, no problem. Mr. John, please come. I'd like to mention one thing about Mr. John. Mr. John is one of our senior associates, and not only that, he has been consistently attending all the alumni reunions for the past 3 years. Whether it was National Tennessee or whether it was here or elsewhere, he has been continuously attending all these things in person. By the way, he doesn't live in the United States. He lives in India in Trichy. His native place is Trichy. But he makes sure whenever there's a reunion here, he's here in the US. And he came to the US 1 week ago. And I'm very happy his daughter is New York. So his son is here. So we are very happy. And he's a good friend of Professor Arvind. He's studying the same time frame when Professor Arvind studies. So I want to make sure these kind of things are highlighted during today's function. And I kindly request Mr. John to present this beautiful memento on behalf of all of us. And as I said, as per our tradition, we would like to honor the senior Josephite who's here, Mr. John, with a punare. And we will say, Mr. Kali will be shows up. And we also have another special guest about to us today. And he is a priest who is here with us. He is from Baba TV. I'm sure all of you know Baba TV in Tamil Nadu and India. Now we have gone worldwide. Throughout the world, everybody knows about Baba TV. Reverend Father Arik is here. Can you please come to the stage, Father? Reverend Father Alexander for Mother Judy, on behalf of the Alumni Association, we are very happy to honor him with the program. And if you could quickly spotlight the VIP, but we can do that later. But can you please spotlight everybody? Please just go around the table, just announce their names. We want to make sure they'll be talking when the turn comes, but we want to make sure all of you know. Reverend Father Victor is there from Trixie. He will be spotlighted on the screen right now. And for information, everybody here, the YouTube link has been posted in our groups. Please forward it to your friends worldwide so they can watch it live on youtube.com. We are live on YouTube right now. And then Reverend Father Principal Mariadas is also online, but he'll be talking to us shortly. And besides that, Professor Arumedas, our former Parent Alumni Association President, he's also there. If you can spotlight, that'd be nice. So he's also joining us. And representative from all over the world. From the UK, we have an office bearer, Mr. Joe Karina, who has joined us from the UK via Zoom. So Reverend Father Victor is there. Father Victor, we are nice to have you. We are very pleased to have you on this class. Let's go one by one, please. Next, Father Principal. And anybody else whom I have missed, apart from Joe Karina, if you could just say the office bearers from the other chapters throughout the world. Okay, then we have on the screen Dr. Pandit Karthikeyan. He is also there. Dr. Pandit Karthikeyan is the current alumni president of the Parent Association. Right now, we have a good news going on. He got his first grandson delivered 3 hours ago. So he's in the hospital right now. So we congratulate him on behalf of the Alumni Association of USA. Thank you, Dr. Pandit Karthikeyan, for joining us. He'll be talking to us shortly. Then we have Father Principal, Reverend Father Mariadas, who is on the stage right now. We're very happy to welcome you as your father, but Father will be talking to us shortly. So with that, I turn it over to Agastyan for continuing with the agenda. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, if any of you wants to have a grandson, let's have one more reunion. Now I request our rector, Dr. Paul Michael, to deliver his speech.
Good evening, my dear friends. For the principal as well as the director of the alumni, Father Mariadas, the former director, Father Arakisami Xavier, the present president, Dr. Pannai Karthikeyan, the former president, Armai Raj, the wonderful Sangamam 2024 together I see, and all the other friends. It's a great joy for me to be part of this Sangamam 2024. At the outset, I like to congratulate and appreciate the good works that have been done by our members as well as the president of the chapter, US chapter. Coming together itself is a great joy. I was just listening to Edward, Jayaraj and Velankani, how they were coordinating during this half an hour time. It's a joy that the Josephites are together. And the only bond that is uniting us is that we studied in St. Joseph's, the Temple of Learning, 182 years of history, and we are part of it. In that way, I too feel extremely happy that I am belonging to this family. And one of the important things is the coming together and then having a profound companionship and relationship. That matters a lot. And that in a foreign land. I was in Spain for 5 years and then Italy for 15 years. I know how important it is to be together. Whereas in Tamil Nadu, we know we are always together. Like, whereas in a foreign land, this coming together as a family, apart from the family that we are part of, is something unique, and for which I appreciate you people. The effort that you have taken. The second important thing is coming together under a particular name, Joseph White. That is another beauty. Any type of coming together is good, but coming together under an umbrella of being a Josephite is something great. 182 years, the first college in Tamil Nadu. So many things on which we are standing. In that way, I take this opportunity to thank the US chapter for making arrangement and then coming together. I remember last year how it was. You called me and I was present online. At that time, Arakizam Xavier was director and he was present there. I saw Napoleon and the whole group together. The same type of vibrancy I see today. In that way, I appreciate. The important element is that alumni, the word alumni comes from the Latin word. It means how the banyan tree having the trunk as a center, but no, the trunk alone is not there. It is the other roots joining together. That is the meaning of alumni. St. Joseph's College exists with vibrancy, ever youthful. It is because of the other roots joining together and then making the trunk viva, living, viable. In that way, you are present as alumni, US chapter and other chapters, you're all making the trunk all the more youthful, all the more youthful. That is the third point I just wanted to emphasize. And the fourth, of course, it is none other than how we can work together in different forms. For example, we can always help the alumni to one another in different forms, Maybe in terms of helping a family which is struggling in United States after coming over there, or helping a person who is not getting visa or something like that, helping one another. This type of that I am in a positioned place and I will help my companions also. This is also another important aspect of this being an alumni of St. Joseph's. And to tell you, my dear friends, I just want to make a record that we have already started the work for the School of Commerce in St. Joseph's College. Last time I told you, one of my important aspirations is finishing the Toulouse Arena, which we have finished it. That is wonderful. You might have seen the photos and all. It is over. And now we are starting the School of Commerce, for which we have the basic discussions. And I make it a record that already Mr. Xavier Brito, who is our alumnus, who has contributed 10 crore rupees for the School of Commerce. We can give an applause for this particular thing. He has contributed 10 crore rupee for the School of Commerce. And already Mr. Napoleon, last time he told us that he is the first installment, he said 25 lakh like that. I expect many more installments but it is more or less a 40 crore project, 40 crore project. Already, some of our own alumni here, like Louis Sadekalaraj, Dharmalingam and others, they have said that they will contribute. And when I was talking to Pannai Karthikeyan, our present president, he said, my contribution will be always there, Father. I will contribute the maximum like that he told me. In that way, I also expect some more good contribution from the US chapter, because you people are living in a land of opportunity. And in that way, your contribution. I'm not pressurizing anybody. Not at all. That is not my intention at all. If you people contribute, to in different ways, maybe a classroom or a small portion of the classroom or a hall. Like that, you can think of contributing. We will send you the report how you can contribute at different levels. This is a contribution that you're making to your mother, like to St. Joseph's College, the mother, in a way, for all of us. These are the 5 points on which I just wanted to felicitate you people that your good work, let it continue further, and may God bless you abundantly with good health, good family life, and good friendship in a foreign land. And God bless you all. Thank you very much for making me part of this group. Thank you.
Always very happy. I don't know when we are going to learn that one from you. Thank you very much one more time. I really want to thank you for waiting for us for so long. நான் வாஷிங்டன் டிசிலேருந்து காரில் பயணம் சொல்லுவேன். பக்கத்துல இருந்து ஃபோன் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா ஓட்டுறோம் வருது எங்கடா அந்த ஊர் இருக்குதுன்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சு வரங்காட்டி போதும் ஆயிடுச்சு. அவ்வளவு நேரம் பயணமாக இருந்துச்சு. தாமதத்துக்கு மன்னிக்கணும். நீங்க பொறுமையாக காத்துறீங்க. நன்றி. அடுத்து நமது சென்ட் ஜோசப் காலேஜ் அலுமினி அசோசியேஷன் டாக்டர் பண்ணை கார்த்திகேயன் அவர்களை அழைக்கின்றோம். பக்கத்திலே பேரை கொண்டு இருக்கிறாரா? நீங்க மட்டும் பேசுறீங்களா? முடிஞ்சா பயணம் பேசுவோம்.
உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும், அவர் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல அவருடைய பேரை குழந்தையோட இருக்கிறாரு. So we'll be able to process when we are the audience. Okay, we will process we are the audience. Dr. Panay Karthikeyan, கேக்குதுங்களா? Okay, you're ready to start, sir. Please go ahead. And once again, on behalf of your using doctor, we congratulate you for your first grandson today. We are congratulating you for that. And for information, Dr. Panay Karthikeyan is the new alumni president of the parent organization in Trichy. We are very happy to welcome him on behalf of the using doctor as the new alumni parent association president. At the same time, we are very grateful to Professor Arunay, who has served us continuously for the last several years and is the outgoing alumni president of the parent. He is also online, but we thank Professor Arunay and we welcome Dr. Panay Karthikeyan. Dr. Panay Karthikeyan, please go ahead. That person is there. Hello. That person, I think you are live. Go ahead, please. The president of American chapter of St. Joseph Alumni, secretary, treasurer, our Reverend Father Rector, Reverend Father Secretary, present principal, Reverend Father Maridas, our former principal and former director, Reverend Father R.O.G. Swami Xavier, other members of the USA chapter. Good evening to you all. Good morning to you as per American time. I am so happy to inform you all that I have been blessed with a grandson today. I had an idea of coming there and being in the meeting as a guest in the reunion. But fortunately, as my daughter-in-law was on a family way, I got to be here in India. Anyway, next time I will take an opportunity to be with you in the next reunion. I would like to tell you that I am a native of one small village called Pannaikadu near Kodaikanal. If you members, USA chapter members, if you come to India and if you need any assistance in Kodaikanal, it will be my pleasure to do that. My number is with Mr. Belangani. I am also in the group of the chapter of USA. You can take my number from there or you can ask from Mr. Belangani. I can be of assistance to you. Then Reverend Father Rector told you about the School of Commerce, which is about 40 crores project. We are all in India. We are doing our best to contribute and to make that dream to come true. I request all our members of USA chapter to be generous and support us for our mother alma mater. I once again thank you for having invited me to address online in this August function. Thank you one and all. Wish you all the best. Have a nice reunion. Thank you, sir. Just information about Dr. Panak again. Many of you may know him already. You can just go to YouTube, just Google Dr. Panak again. You'll see a huge list of hits. He's like a vice chancellor of a university, first of all. He's one of the past people, and he owns multiple colleges in Tamil Nadu. And he's also the chairman of the Dr. Panak Trust. And he has several resorts and hotels. Just for you to know. He's one of the very refined and a very wealthy person and a very good past people of our college. He's one of the senior alumni, and we're actually blessed to have him as our new president. So thank you, Dr. Panak again, and welcome aboard as the new president. Thank you, everybody.
நான் மிக்க நன்றி. இந்த மைக் ரொம்ப மக்கர் பண்ணிட்டோம். எங்க இருந்து பிரச்சனை தெரியல, இங்கே என்னன்னு தெரியல. மிக்க நன்றி டாக்டர் அவர்களே. அடுத்ததாக நமது கல்லூரியினுடைய முதல்வர், அலுமினி டைரக்டர் ஃபாதர் மரியதாஸ் அவர்களை பேச அழைக்கின்றோம்.
அனைவருக்கும் அன்பான வணக்கம். நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் காலையில் இருக்கிறீங்க, நாங்கள் இன்னைக்கு இரவு நேரத்தில் இருக்கிறோம். உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் எனது அன்பான வணக்கங்களும் வாழ்த்துக்களும். ரெஸ்பெக்டட் ரெவரண்ட் ஃபாதர் ரெக்டர், ரெஸ்பெக்டட் ரெவரண்ட் ஃபாதர் ஆர் ஐ சாமி, ஃபார்மர் பிரின்சிபல் அண்ட் டைரக்டர்.
அன்மியூட் பண்ணி பேசுங்க. அன்மியூட் பண்ணி பேசு.
எப்படி?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, we are able to hear you, Maria.
Go
Thank
ahead,
you,
please.
thanks.
Please go ahead, Father.
Reverend for Rector, Reverend for R.I. Sami, respected Pannai Karthikeyan, the President, respected Armiraj, former President, and all the members of the Executive Committee and all the alumni living in US and all those who have joined this particular Sangamam. Once again, I wish you all the best. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the organizers of this particular Sangamam 24 with the great effort. Definitely you have organized. When I am talking to you, I still remember the day when we inaugurated this Josephites reunion in New Jersey. I think it was in the year 2016. I don't remember the year, but it was one Sunday with the help of John Sir and Mr. Jude, an alumnus of St. Xavier's College. Of course, Johnson and other things. All of you helped a lot to start this or to begin this, inaugurate this chapter in 2016 or 13. I don't remember. I gratefully acknowledge all those who supported to start this particular chapter. And definitely we have crossed about 10 years after this inauguration, and your support during this 10 years to your alma mater is really amazing. With all your difficulty and you have supported a lot. Therefore, I would like to acknowledge all that you have done to your alma mater in different ways, in different capacities. Especially whenever you come to Tamil Nadu, you visit your alma mater, that's a real inspiration that we get, the present student community gets. Therefore, I would like to acknowledge all that you have done to this alma mater. And I also appreciate Mr. Velangani, who has taken lots of efforts to bring everybody together. Now, just a piece of information, some of you might have seen in the WhatsApp, 2 reunions or 3 reunions took place during this month after my taking over. 1981 to 84, 40th year of their, let us say, sojourn in the college. They came together, good number of around 160 alumni came, and it was a wonderful gathering they had, wonderful sharing. Of course, you may know a number of people like Augustine or Iridhyaraj or former minister N.R. Sivabadi, all of them were here and they had a wonderful time in the campus. That is one particular group. Of course, that was cutting across all disciplines. Then 96 to 99, BSc Mathematics group came together on the 20th of July. And previously, I think 2000 to 2003 batch of computer science. Some of them came together and institute endowment lecture to the tune of 2 lakhs rupees in honor of Dr. A. Charles, the just retired HOD of Computer Science Department. These are the 3 reunions that took place in our college in the recent past or during this month of July. And definitely today, as you are waiting, of course, you are waiting for lunch and we are completely finished our dinner now. Now, just one thing I would like to tell you, continue the bond that you have started in this campus. Whatever may be the situation, whatever may be the challenges that we come across, please continue the bond that you started in this campus and sustain the same bond, same enthusiasm so that we'll be able to stay in touch with each other. We'll be able to see the interconnectedness of St. Joseph's with you. And another one is, I always consider the alumni or the ambassadors of any institution. We live in so many places and you give identity to the institution which is existing in Trichy. The institution gave you kind of identity when you were here in the campus during 90s or late 2000s. But now you are giving identity to the institution which you studied. That's how I take always your role in spreading the values that you have got from this institution. Therefore, continue the bond that you have started and sustain the same bond. Another one, continue to be the good ambassadors of your alma mater. And the last one is continue to give identity to your alma mater in different ways. Of course, one is, as the president said, as the rector said, some kind of little bit of contribution so that you continue your bond that you have started here. These are the 3 things that I wanted to share with you. And I wish and pray that all of you enjoy good health in US or living in different states of US and stay in touch with us. And definitely, as in the past, we will be wishing you on your birthday or wedding day. I think you must have been receiving that information so far and will continue to do that. And anything that you want to suggest to the institution for its growth and development, you are most welcome to offer your suggestions through the email that we have. Therefore, these are some things that I wanted to share with you. Wish you all the best. Have a good time.
Thank you, Father Mariadas, for recalling the history of the USA chapter. We still remember those days, you being the alumni director and guiding us all through the steps. And on behalf of all of us gathered here, we congratulate you and wish you all the best on your new role as the principal and the alumni director. Now, I welcome the chief guest of this occasion, Dr. Parikasamy Xavier, to deliver his speech.
Dear Father Rector, dear Father Principal, dear President of our Parent Association, dear Dr. Ariviraj, or former President of the Parent Association, Mr. Velangani, President of our chapter, and all the dignitaries and officials of our chapter, USA chapter, and my dear friends, good morning to you all, good evening to you all. I am very, very happy to be associated with this event. Really a wonderful moment. And I also would like to thank all the officials of the USA chapter for organizing this event in a meaningful manner. My dear friends, I know how difficult it is for you to come to this place, to travel, no? So many kilometers. You are, all of you are living in different places. And of course, I do understand the people are our alumni who are living in abroad, different time zones. So I would like to appreciate and congratulate you all for having come together as one family, Josephite family. My dear friends, as you all know, SJC is a magic mantra that unites us all. For that name, we are here together, always, so many years. And I should say that you are the face of St. Joseph's College, the age-old temple of Ireland. I know how much you are attached to this institution because I've experienced the past 6 years, of course, past 24 years, but past 6 years as principal and past 2 years as the alumni director. No, I had wonderful experience. Whenever I approached you, all of you, came together and you worked as one family for the college. And I should say that you are the face of the college, outside Trichy. Wherever you go, you talk about St. Joseph College. Even yesterday evening, I met some of you, always, and today morning when I came here to the hall, and whenever I meet, not just by any place, in any place, all the cities, okay, this is the 4th time I'm coming to the USA, and I met quite a few of you on quite a few, many occasions, all of you joyfully recollecting your experiences in St. Joseph's College. That unites us all as one family. One family, I mean every syllable of it, because I know such a loving bond you have among yourselves. That should last forever. Also, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your contribution to the college, because I have experienced for the past 5 years, past 6 years, especially past 2 years, you have been contributing academically. So many of you have given us suggestions to include some new aspects in curriculum for the betterment of our present students. Secondly, some of you have helped us in helping our students to come up in life. Online program, some of you contribute so many times, regularly. Also, some of you have helped in the recruitment process. And whenever you come to India, you never forget to visit the St. Joseph's College. That is your loyalty and attachment to the college. That I like very much. If at all we come together here, it is your loyal to the institution brings you here together as one family. My dear friends, நண்பர்களே, இந்த உணர்வு சென்ட் ஜோசப்ஸ் என்ற குடும்ப உணர்வு நம் ஒவ்வொருவரிடமும் இருப்பதால் நாம் எல்லோரும் தொடர்ந்து ஒரே குடும்பமாக கடல் கடந்து சென்றாலும் சரியா எங்கெங்கோ இருந்தா கூட ஒன்னா வாரம் எவ்வளவு சிரமங்கள் கிடைக்கும் ஒன்னா வாரம் சனிக்கிழமை ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமை எல்லாரும் ஃபேமிலியா எங்கேயாவது ப்ரோக்ராம் வச்சிருப்பீங்க. இருந்தாலும் அதெல்லாம் ஒதுக்கி வச்சுட்டு நம்முடைய கல்லூரிக்காக வருகிறீர்கள் என்றால் அதில் ஒரு உணர்வு மீனிங் இருக்கிற அர்த்தம் இருக்கிறத பார்க்கிறேன். அதனால் எல்லோருக்கும் என நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். உண்மையில நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். பாராட்டுகளை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். ரொம்ப சிரமங்களுக்கு மத்தியில் இதை ஏற்பாடு பண்ணியிருக்கிறீர்கள். பாராட்டுகளை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். தொடர்ந்து நம்முடைய கல்லூரிக்காக உங்களது கல்லூரி விழுமியங்களை, மதிப்பீடுகளை, வேல்யூஸ் வெளியே போய் பரப்பணும்னு சொல்லி வேண்டிக் கொள்கின்றேன். எங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கீங்களோ நிச்சயம் சென்ட் ஜோசப் இருக்கிறது என்று கூறி தூய வளனார் நம்முடைய வாழ்கிறார், நம்மை வாழ்விக்கிறார், கடவுளிடம் நமக்காக பரிந்து பேசுகின்றார். நீங்கள் ஒவ்வொரு முறையும் கல்லூரிக்கு வரும்போது, திருச்சிக்கு வரும்போது கல்லூரி கண்டிப்பாக வர வேண்டும், நமது மாணவர்களை சந்திக்க வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றேன். ஏனெனில் உங்களது உங்க ஷேரிங் வந்து எப்போது ரொம்ப மீனிங்ஃபுல்லா இருக்குது. நம்முடைய மாணவர்களோட நீங்க பேசும்போது உங்களுடைய லைஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ், உங்களுடைய ஸ்ட்ரகிள்ஸ், உங்களுடைய சக்சஸ் ஸ்டோரிஸ் எல்லாத்தையும் சொல்லும் போது மிகவும் சந்தோஷப்படுகிறார்கள். அவர்களுக்கு ஒரு தெம்பு வருவதை நான் பார்த்திருக்கிறேன். கண்டிப்பாக வாருங்கள். அதோடு ரெக்டர் அழகா சொன்னாங்க, நாங்க ஒரு அடுத்த ஸ்டேஜுக்கு போறதுக்கு எல்லாம் தயாரா இருக்கின்றன. நாங்கள் முயற்சி எடுத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றோம். நிச்சயமாக நீங்கள் கண்டிப்பாக அதற்கு உதவி செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று உங்களை கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றேன். அடுத்து ஃபாதர் ரெக்டர் சொன்ன மாதிரி அடுத்து பல்கலைக்கழகமாக சென்ட் ஜோசப் பல்கலைக்கழகமாக ஆகுவதற்கு நாம் அனைத்து முயற்சிகளையும் ஏற்பாடு செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றோம். சென்ட் ஜோசப் காலேஜ் will become a university soon. பெரிய அனைத்து ஏற்பாடுகளையும் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றோம். போன வருஷமே ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டோம். வேலைகள் விறுவிறுப்பாக நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றன. நீங்கள் விரைவில் சென்ட் ஜோசப் கல்லூரியை 182 ஆண்டுகளான கல்லூரியை விரைவில் ஒரு பல்கலைக்கழகமாக பார்ப்பீர்கள், வருவீர்கள். உங்களது பிரசன்னம் அதற்கு இன்னொரு உத்வேகத்தை தரும் என்று கூறி மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை உங்கள் ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Father, 182 years. Can you even imagine that? 182 years. Thank you very much. It's always good to have you in person. I believe it is for the past 3 or 4 years you have been with us, joining us in person. Very good. I remember the very first event, first conducted in the Raj house. Winston. Excellent. Thank you very much for joining us this evening, this morning. You represent the alma mater. நான் பேசிய கேட்கலையா?
இங்க அவங்களே கேட்கல. Zoom.
So the first session is coming to an end now. We thank all the guests for decorating this stage. Now we are starting with the general body meeting. It is a formal event supposed to be conducted every year as we are the non-profit organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. Now I kindly request our chief guest to go to the research scene right there. And his board of advisors, please stay in the stage, please. And I kindly request all the board of directors, I think Suresh Chinnapan is here. Suresh Chinnapan, please come to the stage. And I hope no board of directors is missed out because this is general body. Obviously, we do it annually as per our bylaws. So you will see how it's being conducted. And yeah. So just for you to know, we have, the organization consists of 2 governing bodies, board of directors and board of advisors. And board of directors do the executive portion of it, the operational side. The board of advisors are the ones who are just to advise. So they're there to advise and make sure there is any policy related matters they come in. And of course, there's one board of advisor who is here in person, Professor Clement. He's one among the 5 board of advisors. He's here, so we're very happy that he's here. Another person, Professor Francis Xavier, whom all of you know, signed up for it, but unfortunately his mother is not well in India, so he had to rush to India, so he's not here. And you know the other board of advisors is Honorable under Napoleon, so he's one of the other board of advisors. He couldn't be present here, and most of you know the reason, because he's busy with preparing the wedding preparations of his first son, Miss Master Danush. So I'm sure the whole world knows about it. So he's very busy with that preparation. So because of that, he's not able to be here. We would have loved him to be here. So he sent me a message yesterday conveying his warm wishes to all of us. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm not able to make it this year because he's so busy with a world travel. I think most of you know this. He's busy with preparing for a world travel and eventually with his wedding of his son. And then we also have Mr. Johnson Savaria, who is one of the board of advisors. He couldn't make it today. And the next one is Mr. Valentine Paulrat. He also could not make it today. So we're very happy that Mr. Clement is with us. The rest of the people who we see on stage are all the board of directors, including me. And of course, there are 5 executive officers among the 11 board of directors, and the rest are all board of directors. And now I kindly request our vice president, as per norms, Mr. Saktivel, to execute the board of directors and the portion of the general body meeting for year 2024.
அனைவருக்கும் என் அன்பான வணக்கங்கள். I welcome all of you. All of you know, my name is Saktivel Pichumani. I'm currently vice president. I did my MCA in 1991. I am a classmate. Joseph also is studying with me. And I'm happy to, host our general body meeting this year. Let's start our general body meeting. Calling to order. Before we begin, I would like to call for a minute of silence for deceased, Josephites who are no longer available since last year. Let's take this moment to observe a minute of silence. May their souls rest in peace. Thank you. Please be seated. I kindly invite our secretary, Mr. Agathian, and Mr. John Birto to present annual secretary report.
மீண்டும் வணக்கம். Secretary report. Our previous general body meeting was conducted at Nashville, Tennessee, at the mega reunion hosted by our illustrious alumnus, Anna Napoleon, second year in a row on August 19, 2023, which was the largest ever gathering in our chapter's history, attended by 500 and plus Josephites and families. That reunion was virtually graced by Reverend Father Rector, Reverend Father Secretary, and attended by leaders from our alma mater, including Principal and Alumni Director, Reverend Dr. Alexander Xavier, world-renowned scientist, Reverend Father Innasimutu, Parent Alumni Association President, Professor Army Raj, and former Director of Physical Education, Mr. Kazi, and others, along with many of you. This calendar year 2024 marks the final year for the present executive board, which is focusing on several activities such as charity for the underprivileged, by raising funds to build the treatment rooms for patients at myopathy clinic run by Jeevan Foundation, contribution to the Tamil Nadu flood relief, conducting online knowledge sessions to the current students of our college, supporting the projects at the alma mater, such as the Entrepreneurship and Skill Enhancement Center, and of course, bringing more membership to our chapter to be a strong role model chapter. Multiple webinars were conducted on various topics to benefit our chapter members. We thank all those resource persons for the time and service. The virtual reunion of our chapter for the year 2024 Spring Fest was held on Saturday, April 13, 2024. Our illustrious alumnus, Mr. K. Vijay Kumar IPS, was the chief guest along with the administrators from the alma mater. We thank them for all joining us. We thank our rector, the secretary, the principal, the alumni director, the new alumni president, Mr. Panay Karthikeyan, and all the priests and officers for their great support and encouragement on all various activities of our chapter. Regards, Agathian John Benedict Secretary, John Brito Peter, Joint Secretary, SJC Fritz Alumni Association, USA Chapter. Thank you.
Thank you, Agathian. Do we have a motion on the floor to accept to secretary's report? Thank you, John. Okay, yeah, second step. Thank you, Mike. Is there all in favor? Please say aye. All in favor? Oh, sorry, please. Yeah. Michael Sani. Michael Sani, thank you. He's second. Yeah, first John Sakara.
John Sakara, yes, I am.
All in favor, please say aye. Is there anybody to oppose? Okay. Motion carried. Thank you. I kindly request Mr. Edward Jairaj, our treasurer, to give treasurer report for this year. Edward? Can you please spot? Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Edward, unmute பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
Okay. If you can share the treasurer report, please. All right. Let's go to the next page. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity. On the treasurer report, can you forward to the next slide, please? Okay, this one this was the treasurer report that was presented at the Spring Fest in the April. I just added this in the slide deck just to show the closing balance. When we reported in Spring Fest, we gave a year-end closing report. The important thing to be highlighted here is the closing balance of the year 2023, and we add $63,496 and 11 cents at the closing date. And all the breakdowns are already presented during the April, and I just added this slide for the reference. The important highlight is the $63,000 that we have as of 2023. Fast forward to today's date. Can you go to the next slide, please? This is the current status of the financial that we have as of today. If you see that the closing balance as of year 2023 was $63,000. From January all the way to today, these are the reports that we have. We have collected $37,188 for myopathy. I will give more details of that. This is just the collection that was done from January all the way to today. And for registration for this event, Sangamam 2024, we have collected $1,575. We have incurred some expenses, especially for the hall and other things. We have paid some expenses out for Sangamam 2024. That is $611. If you look at it, we dispatched a flood relief fund in December 2023. One particular donation came the beginning of this year, so I have to account it for that. So I'm showing that $100 over there. We had a cash in hand that we collected from last Sangamam 2023, which is $584, which has been deposited to the bank now. So that is being reflected. So all of these amounts put together, we have about $102,000, $102,333.11 in the bank as of today. Just to give a detailed breakdown of what this out of this $102,000 that we have on the bank, what is the actual breakdown by each area? That is what I have highlighted at the bottom of the screen. Out of the $102,000, the $72,000, about $72,000 is what we have collected so far since last Sangamam till date, is about $72,047 $72,047 in bank. And this is just what we have collected and deposited in our bank, right? I will come to the point where we also have some outstanding that we are yet to collect. So this is not the final amount that we have collected so far in myopathy. We have on hand for the ESEC program about $5,000 that is being already collected, and we have it ready to be dispatched to the alma mater. We also are expecting another $5,000 donation that's coming in pipeline. Probably we will cash that in the next week or so. And so that will put us at a total of $10,000 that we should be able to dispatch it to our alma mater. And then the membership fee that we have to be, there are new members that they joined and their fees has to be dispatched to our alma mater. That's about $1,500. And the total fund, I mentioned about the flood relief fund that we collected, that has already been paid by John Brito. Even when he went to India, he paid it in person, but that is yet to be reimbursed. So I still have it in our account. It will be reimbursed. He already submitted the reimbursement, so I have to highlight that here. The important thing that to be noted here is, if out of that $102,000 that we have listed in the top, if we subtract all these amounts that are to be dispatched, the remaining $23,000 is what our asset as of for the alumni. So we have about $23,000 in our account that belongs to alumni. And just a note that for this event, we have budgeted about $3,000 to be spent. So if I take that out, probably we will have about $20,000. If you all remember 2-3 years back, we used to have like only 3,000, 4,000, but we were able to reach out to 23,000 because most of the members got converted into lifetime members. So thank you for that. If there is any questions, you can always reach out to me, and we will give you all the receipts and everything for all the trails that we have. We also have a detailed transaction spreadsheet that is summarized. The consolidation report is from the detailed transaction spreadsheet that is directly downloaded from our bank account. So that is also available for transparency's sake. Can you go to the next page, please? So this one is the highlight of where we stand with myopathy project. Last year, we took a humongous step towards charity. This is our very first charity drive that we started in our alumni chapter, which truly shows our strength, how much we are capable of and how much we can do. We have collected about, as I told you, the amount that was directly collected and deposited in our bank account is about $72,000. There are some other fund that has been routed through an employer match, which goes to a WeServe account, which is another organization run by late Dr. our alumni, and he has gracefully accepted to get those funds rerouted to us, and we have about $25,000 in their account. We are yet to get those things from the WeServe organization. The amount we are working with the WeServe organization to get that fund routed to our bank account. Once we realize that, the total amount for myopathy will be about $97,000 is what we have. We are ready to dispatch those amounts, at least whatever we have. We are ready to dispatch at least the $72,000 right away. We are waiting for the FCRA approval, which I heard that the myopathy organization has reinitiated their FCRA, and we should be able to send these funds quickly. We'll be doing a test run, and then we will send these funds quickly, but they started groundbreaking already, and there are some works going on in getting the permits taken care. So that's the update that I have for myopathy and all the financial reports. This will be available for anyone for further review, or any questions, you can always reach out to me. Thank you. Back to you, Sakti.
Thank you, Vijay. Please stay on the line. Very important, because the financial matters has been presented. Any questions from the floor, please? Very important. Any questions from the floor regarding the financial report that was just completed? Any questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Good. Do you have a motion on the floor to accept Treasurer's report pending claim?
I am Francis Beno. I am Francis Beno from PA. 87 batch. I propose the motion to accept
Treasurer report as presented pending audit. Thank you, Mr. Bello. Ms. Seconds, yeah.
I'm Agnes Rita Rajan, MCA 9295 batch. I'm very happy to second the motion pending audit.
Thank you, Mrs. Rita. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Is there anybody to oppose? Okay, motion carried. Now, I kindly request our president, Mr. Velankanni Raj, to give his president's speech. Once again, a good day to all of you, all those who present in person in this hall, and as well to all those who have joined us virtually. Welcome everybody, and we are very happy to meet you virtually as well. And to all the dignitaries, starting from Reverend Father Rector, the current principal, and our former principal, the president of the alumni parent organization, and all the board of directors and the board of advisors, and all gathered here. I'm very happy to meet you all today. Thank you for coming. Dear friends, it's my pleasure to deliver the presidential address for this year. First of all, thank you so much for being here. I'm grateful to all of you to make this reunion happen, Sangamam 2024, in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So I'm very honored and privileged to welcome you all. Such a good thing and an event like this cannot happen without the support of so many of my team members. I'm really proud of all my team members, and I would like to thank them on my behalf and on your behalf as well. Please remember that my board of directors team, the tenureship is coming to an end this year, December 31st, 2024. And starting January 2025, we will have a new team. So you have a lot of opportunities there. I strongly welcome all of you to volunteer for the new executive committee that will form in the year 2025. But starting from my vice president, Mr. Sakti Pichaimani, and my treasurer, Mr. Edward Jairaj, secretary Agathian John Benedict, joint secretary John Britto Peter, board of directors, Mr. Anthony Rajan, Mr. Mavis Benjamin, Mr. Suresh Sinnapan, Mr. Suresh Subramanian Tangaya, Mr. Bartholomew from California. Is it all? Mr. Lyndon Francis from Texas. So I'm grateful to the entire team for making all the things happen smoothly and excellently in an outstanding manner for the past 3 years. Let's please, I kindly request all of you to give a grand clap to all the board of directors who have made this things happen for the past 3 years. I'm grateful to all the city members. Really, that's a very big thing, because please remember, we do these things out of our volunteer hours. Amen. All of you know, all of us have our own paid jobs, and all of us have our own family members. But besides all this, all these wonderful people have given up their time, but contributed their time, talent, energy, ideas, and finances to make all these 3 wonderful years as recorded years in our wonderful history in our organization. In all these 3 years, in all these various ways, whether you take the number of members, like when we started 3 years ago, we were probably around, the previous treasurer is here, Mr. Saktivel, he can tell you, we probably were around 65 people. But now we have a record around 202 people. That's a big thing. So we have grown in membership. That is one important thing. And this is a wonderful opportunity. I kindly request all the non-registered members of our association who are present here today, please become registered members of our organization. There are so many things that can be done when you become registered members of our organization. So I kindly request you and encourage you to become registered members of our organization today. Now, second thing, if you take the finance aspects of it, when we started 2 years ago, our balance in the bank was around $300 to $50. Right now, our bank balance right now for our association is around $21,000, which is amazing. We have multiplied nearly 6 times than what it was 3 years ago. And I'm very grateful to all my team members, especially the person who is one of the main reasons for all these multiplication, whether it is membership or whether it is the financial, is Honorable Anand Napoleon. So I'm really grateful on my behalf, on all the board of directors and the board of advisors behalf. I'd like to recall and remember Honorable Anand Napoleon with a big hand of applause for him in the crowd. We would like to thank him sincerely. Thank you, Honorable Anand Napoleon, for doing this wonderful thing for our association. Thank you, and we kindly request you to show your continuous support to our organization. As one of the honorary board of advisors, we still look forward to your guidance, to your help in all measures, in all ways. Thank you. And as you heard in the Treasurer's report, you have seen unbelievable things. When we began our association 10 years ago, informally, and around 8 years ago, formally, we are now a 501c3 registered organization. And all of you should understand, that's not an easy thing. It's a very important thing, and it's a very useful thing what we have achieved. We are probably one of the first alumni associations of Indian origin to get a 501c3 registered organization with IRS. And I'm very happy to mention that in this wonderful forum. It's a big thing, and all of you know that whatever you contribute, whether in terms of hours or whether in terms of money, is tax deductible by the IRS. So we have protected that via our own bylaws, and we're able to get that. And I hope and pray we're able to keep up that 501c3 certification for hundreds of years to come. Next important thing, you also saw during the Treasurer's report, again, another unbelievable thing. We have so far raised nearly, as he said, $72,300 for the Myopathy Center in Tirunelveli. Please remember, the good seed for that Myopathy Center was sown and nurtured by Honorable Anand Napoleon several years ago. He has been the originator, he has been the protector, and he has been the guardian angel for that Myopathy Center for all poor children in, not only in India, but around the globe. But when he came to us as part of our alumni, we said we have all the obligation to do our little bit of drop in the ocean in that for the Myopathy project. And I'm very happy to tell you, you saw that. We have raised more than $72,000, which will be used for constructing 25 rooms from our side and 25 rooms from Anand Napoleon, who is matching those. So total will be around 50 rooms for the poor children who will be benefiting from the wonderful hospital, which is the Myopathy Center. So I kindly request you to give another round of applause for all the alumni who initiated this, including Edwin Jairaj and John Brito, and who have done a wonderful job, and all of you for contributing. And most of you have done very, very generously. Some of our alumni people have contributed around $10,000. One person has contributed $10,000. Can you imagine that? We never imagined 10 years ago. It was very difficult to raise $10. Something may remember. But now, the one person has contributed $10,000. And several people on this dais have contributed more than $5,000. So it's amazing. And kudos and gratitude to all of you for making this happen. And next thing, besides that $72,000 that's been contributed, there was another alumni, a Syrian alumni by name Dr. Viji Veeraraghavan. He was from Kentucky. The reason I say was, he passed away early this year. Very sad. He was one of the wonderful alumni, senior alumni we had in the whole world. He was the one who initiated, he said, Mr. Napoleon is doing this wonderful thing, and our alumni should do something little in contribution to what he's doing. He started writing projects to the Rotary Club throughout the world, International Rotary Club, including USA and throughout the world. He wrote several projects when he was alive last year. When we initiated, none of us could believe that miracles could happen. But he told us, miracles will happen, but we just need to believe. And he wrote all the projects. You know what happened? We were able to generate $77,195,000 US, which is equivalent of 63 lakhs, 63.3 lakhs in India. The money has reached the Rotary Club of Tirunelveli, and the project is completed. The project was to build children's park, a high-equipped US standard children's park in Veeravanallur in Tirunelveli, and it's been opened. And next thing, they've also made sure all the rooms, all the 50 rooms will be equipped with emergency equipments, medical equipments which are imported from the United States. They're already in there and they're going to furnish all of them as soon as the rooms are ready. So although Dr. Vijay is not with us, his name will stand forever. And not only him, he initiated, he worked hard, but another alumni who is also our classmate is Mr. Anthony Babu, used to be the Rotary Club president at the time in Tirunelveli. Him and Professor Armaraj and thousands of Rotary Club people made this happen. So on all your behalf, I would like to congratulate Dr. Vijay and all his teammates, and including Anthony Babu and all the people, wonderful people who made this happen. Congratulations to them and thank you all. And next important thing, see, I'm just going record after record. You have to remember the wonderful things that our Alumni Association is making a change in the entire world. How many of you can imagine? How many alumni can you think of contributing so much? Can you imagine? Can you count them in fingers? But we are one of the best of the breed in the entire world. There could be so many other rich people who can contribute billions of dollars, but we are not billionaires, but still we are making little things happen. But through this, we are making a beautiful impact in the entire world. So I kindly urge you to continue the good work that we have done in these years and in the future years to come. Now, remember, all of you contributed when COVID hit. All of you contributed very generously through our alumni in India, to all the poor people who were impacted. We gave them cash, 2,500 rupees per family. So that was a huge money there, but then we were able to raise around $7,000 at the time, and we contributed. Next thing, Reverend Father, former alumni director, who is right now here, please talk to us. He said last year, he said, Board of Directors, do me this favor. We want to help the poor but deserving students in our current college, who are studying right now in St. Joseph Trichy. We want to equip them not only academically, but we want to enhance their entrepreneurship. He said that. So he said for that, he had a vision. He said, I'm going to come up with an entrepreneurial skills center, which will also give them training to become, after completing the studies, it will help them to establish something on their own. Not only depending upon jobs from outside, but they will even employ themselves and become successful entrepreneurs in India. So he said, what can do for us? Then we said, Father, we will try our best. Guess what? Our alumni very generously contributed, as you saw in the report. We were able to raise, through generous hearts, sitting in the tables right there, with contribution, we were able to raise nearly $5,400. So I'm very happy to ask Reverend Father, former principal, to come to the stage to receive that check right now. Thank you, Father. Father has asked us to send the check directly to the college. So we'll be transferring to the FCRA account in our college for this wonderful initiative. So thank you again for making this wonderful miracle happen for the poor but deserving children who are studying in our college right now. I would like to thank certain people who made the successful 3 years in the last 3 years. As I said, the main key people were the board of directors who made this happen, and also the board of advisors, starting from Professor Francis Xavier, Honorable under the podium, Professor Clement, who is with us here, Mr. Johnson Severia, and Mr. Valentine Paulgrad, who were there for us all the time to guide us and to make sure the policies were followed. With their guidance, we were able to achieve all these things as well. So I kindly request you to provide a round of applause and grateful hands to the Board of Advisors as well. Thank you, sir. And as I mentioned earlier, one of the persons who has been consistently helping in the smooth running remotely is Professor Dr. Armiraj. Although he's been in India, He has been constantly supporting us for year after year for various things. So imagine all of us are in the US. Can you imagine the banner, the badges, and all these accessories that you see, and whatever is memento, every year we are able to do. We're able to send the money, but we cannot afford if we are able to do it in the United States. But he has been very courteous enough to spend his time and energy, and he has been making all these things happen in India and ship them on time. We pay in terms of fees, which actually works out very well for us. So on all my behalf of the board of directors and you, I would like to especially thank Professor Arvidas, who has been helping us year after year. Thank you, sir. And all of you know this. Our alumni USA chapter has been the role model for all other chapters across the globe. There has been a new chapter which has been initiated in the UK, in Dubai, in Singapore, in India itself, in the northern part, in Bangalore, in Chennai, and various parts. So all of them have reached out to us to help them how to establish and run an alumni chapter successfully. So today, along those lines, several of those office bearers from across the globe have joined virtually. So I'm thanking them for joining, taking the time to be with us today. Thank to all the office bearers, including the office bearers in India of the parent organization, including the current president, the current secretary, the treasurer, the joint secretary, and the executive board from India, and also all the chapters around the globe for being with us. And another thing, we are there to assure you, to help you, to establish your chapters, and also they have reached out to us. We'll be helping to give all the resources to going forward. Thank you. Any questions in what we have covered so far, please? I just want to make sure, because obviously the general body meeting, we have to end up with a Q&A round. So any questions, please? Or another important thing, if there are no questions, thank you. Are there any suggestions for the smooth running or any appreciation, any comment you would like to make? The mic will be passed on for your question and answers right now. Any suggestions, feedback, questions? I see a hand up there. Please introduce yourself and then go ahead. You can actually come up if you want to be covered as part of the live telecast as well. Rather, please bring it here in front. So we want to make sure he's covered. You can come here, sir, and turn around your video. A little more up, please. Can you come up here? Yes, good. That is good. Yes, there it is. Yes. And introduce yourself.
Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Sebastian Sabaraj. This is just a suggestion, not a question. You mentioned about expanding membership in the US. And the Reverend Rector mentioned about our college becoming universities. It's approximate net worth of SJC alumni alone costs $1 billion payments. And our family income crossing 95th percent, could be 96, 97, 95%. Why don't we set a 5-year ambitious, $1 million or $2 million? We can work with other countries and alumni, set the ambitious goal. What is the purpose of this money? That should come from the management. And it should be very clearly defined purpose. It could be endowment, it could be infrastructure. So we have Harvard has got a $54 billion endowment. Yale has got $40 billion endowment. They are 375 years, 325 years old institution. They are 182 years old. We all become, but the endowment is set up, our infrastructure is set up. Could become $1 billion, could become $100 billion down the road. Yale did not have $45 billion 100 years ago. Harvard did not have $53 billion. They all started somewhere. I assume SJC has some endowment, but I think it has to be transparent, include alumni. And I don't know how transparent we are, but it should be collaborative. Then we can raise ambitious goal, $1 million, $2 million, I think board and we all put together. Start somewhere. I don't know whether anyone suggested this before or not. I think it's a good start.
So, would you, Secretary, can you please record that suggestion? It's very important. It will be recorded in the minutes. and we'll try our best going forward. Another important thing, just for clarification, by the way, he's a new member who has come, so there is one of the board of directors who is in charge of endowments. We already have the functionality established. We have reached out several times. For example, our alma mater, every year, for the parent organization, they run a scholarship program for all the students there. So they do run it right now. So they reach out to us. What we do is, within our group, we post it and we email the request to everybody. So whoever is willing to contribute, we make it happen. So there is also already a branch for endowment, but certainly your more suggestions will be welcome. And you can talk more detail, your suggestions, how we can execute it more. You can always inform us and we'll be very happy to take it forward. Thank you. Please, yes, ma'am. And by the way, our former alumni director, Father Principal, also wants to address you. Please come up, Father, so that you can be on the coverage. Little more up, Father, little more up. Yes, you're good, Father. Please go ahead. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank you for your suggestion. Also, I would like to thank you all and the director, of course, our president and the board of directors and our officials for already supporting us in the form of instituting endowments. Small endowments are there. Just for your information, for the past 6 years, I was the principal of the college. Okay. Including your contribution, I was able to collect 1,45 lakhs for as endowments for different purposes for our students. Okay, that's great achievement. Okay, and this various purposes. Okay, because the intention of that endowment must be mentioned by the donor. So it is used very much, very much. And our college is growing slowly. May not be like your Yale and other Harvard universities of it. Yes, surely with your support it will grow. Very specifically, besides this one, I also would like to thank your chapter and all the alumni chapters and all the alumni for contributing the breakfast scheme, the alumni association, parent association for our students. Okay, every day we are feeding 100 students. Okay, breakfast. Okay. Earlier, it was never heard of. Okay. முன்னால நமக்கு இந்த பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட் ஃப்ரீ பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட்ங்கிறத காலேஜ் லெவல்ல கேள்விப்பட்டதே இல்லை. நம்மளுடைய பாலிசி இப்போ அட்மிஷன் லெவல்ல we are admitting like yesterday we are admitting more poor students, first generation learners and rural students. Okay. For example, this year when I left the place, we admitted 52% of our students are from rural areas and first generation. So we are very proud. No, see, St. Stephen's College or St. Xavier's, Mumbai or Calcutta, they admit only creamy layer. Of course, we admit meritorious students. At the same time, we take care of our other students. So it's inclusive approach. Okay. So in that way, we need a lot of help, and you are doing it already, slowly, and in a small measure. But what you suggest is the excellent way. Of course, you will do it, and other alumni also will join in this noble venture for the noble cause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Ms. Father, and thank you to the alumni who suggested that. Any other questions, please, before we move forward? Any suggestions, any feedback, any comments? Thank you. Thank you very much. Next thing, as I mentioned, this is a tradition that I would like to honor my board of directors and board of advisors who have done a wonderful job in serving our associations. Can we get the flags, please? And as we call out the names, John Brito, can you please, if in case if they're not here in person, please spotlight them so that we can show them on the stage as well. If our board of directors and board of advisors have joined us virtually. First of all, I would like to thank, and I kindly request former principal to come up to the stage to present them on our behalf to all the board of directors and board of advisors. I would like to call upon Shakti, our vice president, to receive his memento for the wonderful service that he has done to our organization. I would like to call upon Treasurer, Mr. Edward Jairaj. He's joined us virtually. Can you please spotlight him? We are going to issue that virtual memento virtually, and he's going to pretend as he is accepting. So we're very happy to present the memento to our treasurer, Mr. Edward Jairaj. Thank you, Edward, for doing a wonderful job, and your service has to continue for our association. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Next one. Oh, all of us know the wonderful job that our secretary, Mr. Agathian does it. So a wonderful memento for our Agathian, John Benedict as well. Thank you, Agathian. Our joint secretary, John Bruno Peter, can you please spotlight him? He is in Atlanta, he is right there. He has done a wonderful job for all the 3 years and more years. We have congratulated, thank you, John Bruno Peter, for doing a wonderful job. There is your virtual flag, and of course you are receiving it. We will send it to you. Thank you, Don. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Dominic.
Thank you, Father. Next, we have our Anthony Rajan here. He's one of the board of directors. Thank you, Anthony Rajan, for the wonderful service, time, and talent that you brought for our organization.
Congratulations, yeah.
Thank you, Rajan. Of course, we have our next board of director, Benjamin Davis, who is from Virginia. So thank you very much, Benjamin, for doing a wonderful job.
Congratulations, yeah.
Thank you, Benjamin. Of course, our Suresh Napan is here from Chicago. He has come all the way from there. He is our web administrator. So you know how much of time that takes each and every day. He makes sure he does a wonderful job, and he's been doing this for several years. Suresh, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to call upon Subramanian Tangaya. Subramanian, if he is joined, please spotlight him. Subramanian is from Nashville, Tennessee. I hope he is joined. If he's not there, that's fine. Subramanian has a wonderful job as a board of directors. And he, along with John Vito and Nevis, are the ones who have been hosting all the seminars month after month after month. They've been hosting wonderful seminars. So we'd like to thank Dr. Subramanian Tangaya, John Vito, and as well as Benjamin, who coordinated. Here's our virtual memento, but we will send it to him. Thank you, Subramanian Tangaya. Then, of course, we have Lieutenant Francis Joseph, who is in Texas. So if he's there, we can spotlight him, but if he's not there, it's okay. I'm very grateful on our behalf to Lieutenant Francis Joseph for serving our association and the board of directors. Thank you, Lieutenant. He's from Texas, by the way. Thank you, Lieutenant. We'll make sure it reaches him. Then we have our board of director, Bhattanam Joseph. He's from California. So I don't know whether he's joined, but if he's not joined, that's okay. He's from the Bay Area. So we are very happy and thankful, and congratulations to Bhattanam Joseph for serving our association in an outstanding way. Thank you so much, Bhattanam. Next, we would like to honor our board of advisors. Professor Clement is here, who needs no introduction. All of you know him. And thank you so much for Professor Clement. And we are very happy and thankful to you for all the wonderful things you have done.
Congratulations.
Of course, virtually we would like to present to Honorable Anna Napoleon as a board of advisor. I'm not sure because he's very busy, but we do have a nice plaque for Honorable Anna Napoleon, and we presented. And of course, I'd like to read now. Awarded with gratitude to Honorable Mr. Napoleon Duraisamy for serving the board of SJC Trichy Alumni USA chapter as an advisor during 2022 to 24 with dedication towards the growth of the USA chapter. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations very much. Last year we had wonderful celebrations. We still remember you very much, dear Mr. Napoleon, our illustrious alumnus.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Father. Of course, this person doesn't need introduction. Next is our Professor Francis Xavier, who is in India. Let's pray for his mother. His mother is right now in hospital. So hopefully she will be better soon. he is in our praise and his mother is in our praise. So thankful to Mr. Francis Xavier, and we present this memento on our behalf virtually to Professor Francis Xavier. Thank you, sir. Next one is Mr. Valentine Palraj. He lives in Washington DC area. Mr. Valentine Palraj has served as association in the capacity of Board of Advisor. Thank you so much, Mr. Valentine. We'll make sure this virtual memento reaches you on time. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Valentine. Of course, this person doesn't need any introduction. I'm very happy the former president and Board of Advisor, Mr. Johnson Savaria. We are very grateful to him for his continued support. He was a former president, I'm sure all of you know that. He has served our organization since its inception, since day number 1. So I'd like to thank him and congratulate him for all his continued wonderful service right now as a Board of Advisor as well. Thank you, Johnson.
Congratulations, Johnson.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Father. Next is one of our illustrious alumni members of this association, Velanganni, the president of this association. Dear friends, as the saying goes, coming together is beginning, staying together is progress, working together is success. We all came together and we made a wonderful beginning. We all stay together, I'm sure we will do wonderful things. Let us all continue to work together to make this world a better place in accordance with the motto of our college, for all that is good and for all that is true. Thank you. And also, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to serve this association, and I promise that I will continue to serve the association in my capacity in the future as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Velanganni. Almost முடிய போகுது, பசிக்க டைம் வந்து இல்லையா? So we'll finish up. So any questions? ஏதாவது question and answers? யாருக்காவது கேள்வி கேட்கணும், suggestions? ஆல்ரெடி கேட்டாரு மிஸ்டர் வேளாங்கண்ணி, but okay. Questions எதுவும் இல்லை அப்படின்னாக்கா சாப்பாடு we can close. Yeah. So with this, I actually adjourn this general body meeting for next year. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Vice President Sakti, for hosting the annual general body for this year. Thank you, Ms. Sakti. And next is we are breaking for lunch. So we have 2-hour lunch time. I hope the lunch is arrived. I'm not sure, but we'll make sure as soon as the lunch is here. There is a wonderful lunch. Yes, good. Thank you, Nathan. We are going through the agenda. Please, before we change, I kindly request, let's take some chairs here. We want to take a group picture of everybody present here with our banner. It's very important. I would like to kindly request Agathian and Joe Matthew to coordinate the initiative. I know everybody will start talking. No, first we want to take the picture, please. In 15 minutes, we have to take the group picture and then we break for lunch. Have a good time. Of course, the stage will be available for you to take your team pictures, your individual pictures, your family pictures, your classmate pictures, everything. But first, the group picture. I kindly request all of you to come up right now, and everybody standing together. First with the families, everybody together, and then only the Josephites will do that. Please come up, everyone. Please, it is a big initiative. But the photographer, by the way, John is doing a wonderful job. He volunteered. Please give him a big hand. He's been here for John. By the way, he's a very quality cameraman. He's very good in photography. He'll be here till the night. So he's going to do all that. Thank you, John. But please coordinate the initiative. Let's listen to John.
John, you can stop the live now.
Yeah.